I made over $1.3 million with cold email in my agency, and that number is still growing every single day from royalties. 1.3 million by landing clients like Red Bull, Sony, Universal Music, Fortnite, NBA 2K, and so many more through cold email. I am Ty Frankel, and the reason I was put on this earth is to help you go from 0 to 10K a month and beyond in your business. In this video, you will learn the one simple thing that separates 7- and 8-figure cold emailers from people who fail with cold email. And it's not gonna be what you think. You will learn how to build massive trust and get prospects to throw their credit cards at you without even talking to them on the phone, just by sending cold emails. So watch till the end, I highly recommend it. Let's hop into the video right now. When I was first starting out in my agency back in 2015, 2016, I emailed so many people, but no one responded to me. And if they responded to me, they were a very low-level company that didn't pay me much. Basically, my cold emails didn't work. They didn't really attract great clients. They attracted all these low-level clients that no one even wanted. The main reason I really struggled having success with cold email at the start was because my offer just sucked, plain and simple. You will never have any real, tangible cold email success without a really great offer. Without a top 5% offer, really. You want an offer that's just so much better than your competition's. Here's how to do it. So how do you craft a great offer? The first thing you want to do is mitigate risk. Whenever a client is thinking about working with you, there is always going to be risk involved, and there are 3 types of risk. Number 1 is monetary. Someone is going to spend money to receive a return. There's a possibility that they might spend money and see a subpar return or see no return even. It's happened before that people have paid agencies or freelancers and they just ran off with their money or they didn't get them great results. So that possibility is there. Where your client's going to spend hours being onboarded, on phone calls with you, giving you info, going back and forth, communicating. There's going to be the time that they spend and they could never get back. So that's a risk. The third type of risk is opportunity cost. So if someone hires you to do whatever it is you do, graphic design, web dev, lead gen, CRO, copywriting, email marketing, SEO, whatever it is, they are hiring you. They are not going to be hiring anyone else. So that means if they bring you on for 2 months or 3 months or 6 months or whatever, they have that opportunity cost. If they bring you on and it doesn't work out, they could have spent that time hiring someone else and bringing someone else in that did work out or that does work out. So there's 3 types of risk. To get results through cold email, you want to lower the monetary risk for your prospects. That means you want to align your incentives with getting your clients great results, right? You don't want to have your client pay you a $5,000 a month retainer where the retainer isn't hinged on anything. It's not hinged on, hey, you need to get this result or that result or else you're not going to get paid. So structure your deal to where, hey, if you don't get your clients a specific result, you will not get paid or you'll get paid a very low amount. It's that simple. So go performance-based. They know, hey, they're only paying you if you get them great results. What you could also do is sign them on a retainer and offer a money-back guarantee. Next, you want your offer to have a high value to price discrepancy. Okay, and Alex Hormozi talks a lot about this, but basically, if you're charging $5,000 a month, you want to provide at least $25,000, $30,000 in value, if not more, if not $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 worth in value, right? The higher the difference is between what you charge and how much money you're making your clients, the more juicy and sexy and irresistible your offer is, the more success you're going to have with cold email. Next, you want your offer to be unique, which means different than everyone else's. And you want to look high end. You want to have premium branding. You want to have great positioning. You want to look like an expert. So eventually, once I started doing all these different things I just told you, that's when my bank account started exploding from signing these big clients on big deals through cold email. The second reason I was able to make all this money through cold email is because I foreshadowed value. You need to understand how your prospects read your cold emails, how people read any marketing messages. They always read your emails filtered through this what's in it for me lens. So when someone reads your email, they're always like, get to the goddamn point. What's in it for me? What am I gonna gain out of this interaction? How I foreshadowed value in my agency. Keep in mind, my agency was a music agency, so it's probably a little bit different than yours. It's very unique. I sent them my music. My music was just the best modern music, so hip hop, pop, electro in the industry. I sent them that, they listened to it, they're like, wow, this is better than everything we've got. So one big way you can add value, and this is exactly what I did, is through social proof. This foreshadows value and this builds trust. I gave them testimonials from other clients. I talked about case studies and results that I got my other clients. I spoke about how unique we are and how different we are than our competition. I noticed a lack of what they had and I spoke about that, explaining how I could help. So social proof is a huge way of foreshadowing value. The next way you could foreshadow value is through resources. A couple examples of resources are personalized videos. These are usually 2-3 minutes long. Checklists, worksheets, Google Docs, notes that you took, blog posts that you wrote, Twitter threads that you wrote that help your prospect solve a specific problem in their business. You want to foreshadow, hey, do you want me to give you this resource? Do you want me to send you this resource? I came up with a couple ideas on how you can get a specific benefit. Do you want me to send you this video on that, right? I looked at your website and noticed that you could really improve your conversion rate with these 2 quick changes. Do you want me to record you a video on how you could do that? I created this resource on how you could actually do that. Do you want me to send it over? Foreshadow this value. You will have so much success. You can do that with social proof. You can do that by foreshadowing a resource and sending them that resource when they say, yes, send me that resource. Quick pause. Before we get into the next 2 ways I was able to make over $1.3 million and still growing, I want you to subscribe and like this video if you dig it. If you want to scale your freelancing or agency business, I am right here and I will help you with that. So subscribe and let's scale this thing. Let's hop into the next 2 ways you're going to have massive success with cold email. So when I was sending cold emails, I was absolutely relentless. I've never seen someone so relentless. I never stopped emailing people until they gave me an answer. And guess what? When they said no, I just followed up in 2 or 3 months. Okay? You want to be absolutely relentless. What does this mean? This means emailing not just one person per company, but you can email 3, 5, 10 people at a company, okay? Email people until you get that response, until you get that meeting. Do not take no response for an answer. Sometimes don't even take no for an answer. What I also did was email over a massive amount of time. If you cold email someone 2 or 3 emails over 2 weeks, the chances the timing is right for them to be interested in what you're selling is very, very minute. It's very small. But if you email them over 2 or 3 months, if you email them over 6 or 12 months, the longer you space out your emails, the bigger the chances are that the timing is going to be right for them to jump on a call with you and potentially work with you. That's a huge mistake I see people making. They don't send cold emails over a long period of time. Do that. You're going to have so much more success. That is how I made over $1.3 million in my agency with cold emails. And guess what? It was a very hard industry to make money in. The music industry is notoriously hard to make money in. If you're in marketing, if you're in SaaS, if you're in crypto, if you're in finance, if you're in tech, you're going to find it so much easier to make money than I did in the music industry. Okay, so these hacks will work so much better for you. They're going to make you way more than $1.3 million if you put them into play. But in order to do that, in order to make lots of money with this info that I just served you up on a platter, you've got to choose the right niche where clients can afford to pay you top dollar. And that's why you should watch this video. It's going to show you the 7 best niches to make a shitload of money right now in your agency or freelance business so you can cash out and scale the hell up with. All right, click on this video. I will see you inside of there. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. It has been a great video.